Welcome back, everybody. Brand new Beyond. Oh, baby. We're actually solo. There were a whole bunch of people on, but, yeah. Yeah, they're all over on Qantas or Sprout at the moment, and that's okay. We get, spread out nicely across the 4 subscriber servers. I can't believe it. 4. That is so awesome. I love it. I'm super excited about our community. Our community's amazing. The people in here are just amazing and helpful, and you name it, and it's wonderful. You get to see things like this, and this, and this. Even though, well, this one, Bush Boy. Bush Boy, Bush Boy, Bush Boy. I'm assuming you made an RF Tools dimension on this guy, but as you can see, it's a full diamond K. Absolutely bonkers. And not only that, here's to help with your diamond problem. Oh, God. No offense taken whatsoever, but I'm probably not going to need that. I probably don't need that. That is ridiculous. It's awesome, but it's ridiculous all at the same time. I'm going to leave it there as a memento, just so that I can remember it, and the gifts that were given type thing. Maybe some other people want to come and steal some diamonds to get themselves a boost or something like that. Who knows? In here, I've done a little bit of work. Nothing too crazy. I've kind of been mostly in maintenance mode for a lot of this stuff. But there is a few things that I've been working on, and some of those are pretty straightforward. As you can see, one of the things that I've been working on is sorting out some of the loot going into a drawer controller and basically drawers to store the raw ores. Now, this isn't something that I always do. Why isn't it finding... Oh, that's full. That's why. Okay. This isn't something that I normally do, but I decided to give this a shot this time. So I want to kind of sort the ores accordingly. Now, these ones here are obviously all the ores except for the redstone and probably the coal, but I'm afraid of putting coal in some of these. Our redstone's full over here. But these are the ones that I want to process more so first, right? The iron, the copper, the gold, all that type of stuff. I want those to be auto-processed before even all the rest of these. Redstone, that's a different story. Diamonds and emeralds, again, kind of just sorting them all out accordingly. Yellorite, uranium, electrotine. There's a lot of good things here. Draconium. We're basically rich at this point. I mean, we have 70 diamond ore. That's pretty good. That's very good. I have zero complaints about that, and I still haven't even sorted all this stuff. So there you go. There's a little bit more. We actually have a lot, 27 iridium ore and 28 platinum ore as well. So I believe last episode we kind of finished off, and I said, you know what, we need to work on some processing of this stuff. And boy, oh boy, do we ever. I've been clogging and kind of just been doing maintenance mode on our quarry there. So I started setting up these over here. I auto-crafted all of these so we can make more. Pulverizers, redstone furnaces, stuff like that. And these are all going to be attached to the AE system over here to do different things for us. So this is going to be our auto processing part. So maybe we'll put some of the ore through here and some of the ore through here. Also, we need to get all of the upgrade kits. All right, now I do have these auto crafting as well, but yeah, lacking the bronze. I knew I was going to be lacking something. I knew that there was going to be something that I was lacking. But we need to start getting a little bit more automation done on this front, right? We need to get to the point here where, hey, we're making bronze and we have bronze lying around. Hey, we're making Invar and we're processing the Certus and all that kind of stuff. So this is the start of all of that. How do I say this? I'm a little torn. A little torn because there's a couple comments in chat, in the comments section, that were 100% true. They were true, and to a certain extent, we need to build up the base more. That is definitely true. Definitely true. Definitely something that we need to do. But at the same point, We don't. Most of this stuff that I'm building right here is going to be in this area, right? This is the largest section. The biggest thing about this is I haven't basically cut down all the walls behind it because I don't know how deep in this entire area is going to go. And we need a giant gate on there. So all of this is perfectly fine. I mean, we need to close up some of this. We need to level out this land and stuff like that. But most of what I'm building on this level is perfectly fine. It's a little jumbled. I'm not going to lie. It is a little jumbled. But it's okay. It's okay. Because there are so many things that we can do with this, okay? I'm just going to store all those. We don't need any of this stuff. That's all going to be backup now. All of them need to go over to the processors because we have a storage bus on it, okay? We also need to put a storage bus. Well, actually, yeah, we do need to put a storage bus on this unless I remove this obsidian. So, there's a lot of little things. Most of this stuff's going to be here. Can it be reorganized? Yes. 100% it can be reorganized. I actually want this reactor right there. That's exactly where it needs to be for the base. It's going to be almost dead center if I did my calculations close to correct. The AE system could change a little bit. We need more ME controllers as well. I'm going to set up our auto processing over here. That's intended. This stuff here needs to move, right? So there's a few things that we need to tweak around a little bit, but not to the extent that people are actually probably thinking in their mind. So just a little bit of a background on what's going on here, okay? As you can see, I'm still kind of doing a lot of manual stuff with this because it's filling up with other things that we don't want. I need to figure out what to do with this coal ore as well. I think we're just going to produce it and get the coal from it. I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing. Probably in one of these. So if we say this guy, for example, perfect, we will get the augmentation. Do we have them in here? No, I don't have the augments. And I didn't set them up for auto crafting either. We probably will have to at some point here. There they are. We got them. Auxiliary is going to be necessary. I'm not going to worry too much on the tectonic. Mainly because auto-crafting the tectonic at this point in time for us isn't probably going to be a good idea. So, next thing that we need is we need power. We need to get our power over, and we need to do that for all these machines basically. I'd like to use the good power, this stuff right here, and get it over the enhanced energy conduits. We have 32 of them now, and I want to pull it from this system here and drag it over. Really, zombie? Really? Just outside that wall, eh? So we have it coming out here into the quantum quarry, and then we have it coming into this capacitor bank that I was kind of using as a bit of a buffer. Whereas I think going forward, all of this over here, all these machines are going to move over there. So we're going to keep this tree farm set up. Obviously, these guys aren't even doing anything. That seems silly. So we're still going to keep all of this going, because why would you get rid of this passive power and free slime balls, basically? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to slowly move all of these machines over instead. So that system is going to basically go into this capacitor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this one. No, you know what? We're going to run this into the other, into here, right? Like, that just seems smarter to me. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to run it right over into this system. Now, we could try to auto-connect it and all that kind of stuff as we expand on this, but what I think I'm going to do, I think we're just going to go right across like this. You know what I haven't gotten yet? A magnet of sorts. We probably should get that. And then we're just going to run it down alongside here. Boop, boop, boop. Just like so. Good. and over. No, stop it. So a little bit of cabling. Nothing too crazy here to get started. We need to do that. Good. And we'll just disconnect this guy right there. Yeah, that's fine. We need the cable. It's fine. Okay, good. So that will carry us into getting power into our main capacitor. So this guy is now going to be moved and placed in our bank. Good. So now we have 6,000 in and out. We're good to go. This will actually be only an input. So that's just going to be an input of power from these systems, right? That's basically all we're doing. I can rewire it later and clean it up if necessary, etc. All of this now is going to be removed and replaced, right? So basically we're just swapping this out for the new power instead of the old, right? Out with the old, in with the new. And what I'm thinking is, that's the part where it gets a little not great. Okay, let's get some smooth stone, and we'll just kind of cover up that spot. Okay, good. So we'll run this over like that, and then we'll just go up for right now, and we'll connect it into our system. Good. So a little bit of an upgrade, all things considered, for our general system and the power structure involved with it. So we have that power coming into here, and at least started to come over this way. Now we need to get it over to those machines, and this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. We're going to need some conduits to probably clean this up nicely, but I think I'm just going to run it straight down and over. We have the technology to kind of do this. We could go down one more at this point. I think we will. Yeah, we'll go down like this, over, and then we'll tuck it underneath like we've been doing all the time. Okay, kind of getting one under so it's a little bit hidden, right? Like so. Good. Connect it. Excellent. And boom, boom. So this should be our connection point. Good. Okay, so this is going to come up and obviously power all of these machines. This is going to run all the way up. And we're short. Oh no. Oh no. A couple short. That's okay though. We can make more. We can make more. Actually, well, kind of sort of. We're actually a little lacking in the glowstone front, but that's okay. We'll throw that all in here and get some of that going. Get that bronze out and get that included as well. Either way, we just need to fine-tune this all dramatically. So let's just do that quickly. So if we worry about our coal production first, right? We'll say coal is first. Mainly because our coal ore is just clogging this thing up like no tomorrow. So the first things first is we're going to need to run the item conduit all the way over there. Okay, I'm going to stick with the item conduits to save on channels at this point in time. Okay, I don't want it to impact what we have over here either, so I'm just going to run it along the back wall. It's so ugly. I know everybody. I know that this power and wiring and all that is very, very ugly, and all of you get super duper upset whenever we have stuff like this, but it's okay. It's okay. All right. We're going to remove that one just for simplicity, okay? We have a filter. We're going to set this to insert with a filter whitelisted for coal. So this is going to take all the coal. We're going to set it to a 1 priority. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we're going to set it to a 1 priority, and that's going to take all our coal and put it in this pulverizer. Obviously, we need to get power to these machines over here and get this started up. But the main point is we now at least have a starting point for automating some of this stuff. There we go. You could stay, conduit. Boom. I should auto-craft these. Honestly, I really should. I'll do that a little bit later on. Okay, good. So now we should be getting power. Yes. Excellent. Okay, we have power coming to this pulverizer. We have double auxiliary reception coils, which basically is increasing the processing speed, so it's going faster and faster. And then we need to output this accordingly. So this is the part that gets a little bit questionable sometimes. I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put storage drawers. Drawer? Nope. I really need to, like, just automate this. I'm out of spruce wood. What? Okay, whatever. We'll do that. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then one of you. Okay, good. So we have some basic drawers. And I'm probably going to need another drawer controller as well. I'm thinking of having a 2-controller system for this setup. A little bit different than what we're used to. So I need to come in somewhere along here and have our outputs. Now this is where I'm kind of questioning myself, and I think I should actually put them over here. Now that I'm looking at all this, I think I will. So instead of the output over here, I'm going to put it out this way. And I might even rearrange these guys a little bit in the way that they're done, because I like the idea better now. Now that I'm looking at it built, I like it. So we'll move these over to the other side. Right? Makes sense? We'll just run the conduits up there. We'll remove that. Let's see. Okay, we'll put it there. Good enough. So we'll do the redstone furnaces here instead. These are going to output on the opposite. These are going to input like that, input like that, and these will output and output. Is that right? Okay. All the outputs on the left. Kind of backwards to what I'm used to, but that's okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set up our bank of drawers, probably just right along here, like this. And I do want to have a large bank of drawers over here. Okay? So, first step first, let's get some coal, and let's get some pulverized coal. These are going to be the 2 outputs for this system. So we're going to, whenever we process this coal in the pulverizer, which is this guy right here, we're going to get 3 coal and a chance of pulverized coal. So we need to have good storage for both of those items moving forward. Now, the pulverized coal I'm going to put right there. Done, right? We're not going to get a ton of it, but we are going to get a decent amount. This one, on the other hand, we're going to get a full drawer for the coal. Okay? And then eventually later on we can upgrade that to like a quantum storage or something along those lines, right? So now the next point is we need to take all of the coal out of the system that we currently have in here. And the main reason why you do this is to save on your inventory space in your drives, right? We don't want to max out our drives first day. Is basically the thing there. Okay. Next thing, we need a drawer controller. So we're going to need some of this, which means we're going to need some sticks. I do have them auto-crafted, but I don't have all of this done. So let's get 6 of those. Good. Drawer controller. And I have everything else, I think, on me. 1, 2. Good. And boom. We're missing a drawer. Okay. One of you. One of you. Here we go. Okay. Drawer controller. Good. Using up a few diamonds for this. That's okay. And I'm going to put down the controller right there. So this is what we're actually going to input everything on. Right? So this will be running down the side here. Like so. And inputting accordingly. Okay. So that's our main goal. So that's going to be an insert with, we'll just say priority 2. This will be an extract, always active. So the first things that we should see, this is all locked. When we set this up, We have coal in there. This coal should go in the pulverizer. It should work. It gets put in the output, and we should have more of each. Perfect. So all that we have set up right now is the coal. This one here, that is a good question. Let's see. Can we make another reinforced kit? We're missing fused quartz glass. Okay. Let's get a little bit of that made up while we're here. There's still a lot of little things, right? Oh, no, that one. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Go. Go faster. Go really fast. I need the loot. There we go. Okay, we got some. We got some. That's good enough for now. We'll put these all away. Boop-a-doo. You. Okay. Kit. Kit. Go. All right, we need one of those. Okay, so this will give us the reinforced kit for this guy right here. Good. Now we have 2 upgrade slots, and we're going to do an auxiliary sieve and probably a speed as well. I think we'll have to make that one, and we'll do a pattern of it while we're at it, because we're going to use a ton of these. This guy right here. Let's just do this. We already have a pattern set up for it, so I'm not concerned about saving it, but there we go. We'll make one and have it stored. Good. Okay, you go there. All right, so that and that will go in there. And this guy here is going to be very similar, but it's going to be for our redstone. Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy there. We're going to set this one up as well. So we'll set up both before we get too carried away and lost in the whole shuffle of having to turn this whole thing off, etc. Okay, I think I did this as a 1 up here. I did. Good. Okay, that is going to be redstone ore. So again, same thing, redstone ore in a pulverizer, wherever that is, right here, is going to give us redstone and cinnabar. That's the main 2 items that we're going to obtain from this. So what do we need? We need redstone and cinnabar. So let's get our cinnabar. It's not in there. Okay. Redstone. Like that. Boom, 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 boom. We'll pull it all out. Okay. I want to pull every last drop of it out, because this one here, in this storage bus, we have a priority of 100. It should fill up that first before it fills up other things. So if I come over here and I go, okay, I need 512. How many stacks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that should be 8 stacks. And now we should have all 512 over here. Or not. No, we don't. I've disabled that, haven't I? I think I have. Oh, yes, because of the diamond. That's why I disabled that. Okay. So we'll pull all these out for now, I guess. And we have the same problem as before. I think we need to get one of these guys instead of, you know, using the small ones down below. So we're going to do that. We'll do the drawer key here again. And this will be all redstone. Good. Good. And then next is, of course, our cinnabar, which I have to find. There it is right there. And we can, again, put this one down below. Right like that. So when we process redstone ore, we should get redstone with a chance of cinnabar. Oh, excellent. We got both. And we set this to always active. Should pull them both out and put them in their according places. One of the big setbacks now is we need to run a storage bus all the way over here to this drawer controller to get things set up properly on that front. So we got to cut all the way through and over till we find our cable right there. Nice, and it's the dense one. So I need to run cables all the way along here from the ME system and get it to where we need it. Obviously, I need a little bit more. I'm going to come back. I'm going to turn these 2 on, actually. We're going to turn these 2 on, and you're going to see how quick it actually was. It pulled out those resources very quickly. Then I'm also going to say this one is going to become an in and out. the extract is going to be always active. Okay? So, here's the thing. These both have filters. This is only an extract. The only other place that it can put it is over here. So no matter what, it's going to pull from either here or over there accordingly and end up in the correct place. Or at least that's the plan. That is the plan. So, that guy will keep doing its thing. Obviously, we have a huge backlog of coal in here. That is a massive problem that we'll have to identify and fix as we go. Last two, obviously I need more upgrade kits, so I'm going to get those arranged. We're going to need the storage bus, first of all. Storage bus, go. Excellent. All available. Good. I love it when that happens. And I'm also going to need some ME cable, which I have not set up to autocraft. Alright, so I've gotten a few more upgrade kits here, and I'm just going to apply them all to these machines here. And we're going to do a similar setup. These guys are going to be for our initial, you know, some of our initial stuff here, right? We did one, you know, it's always good to double check, I guess, especially when you're forgetful like me. All right, so these are going to be for our biggest resources, basically, right? Now we're getting to the scenario where it's like, okay, let's, oh boy, poor Brian, swimming in the larva. Not supposed to swim in lava, children, just let you know. Highly unrecommended. Okay, so of course one of those is going to be iron. In the other one here, we're probably going to do tin and copper. And I'm going to have to play around a little bit with, depending on how fast we are compared to the quarry and stuff like that, to see exactly where how this all ties in together. But what should happen is these should fire up, and then as they pulverize down, they should go over here. Perfect. And that's going to get us iron and eventually some nickel as well. Now again, we do have a pretty big concern here with these outputs, right? Obviously, you know, iron we're going to have a lot of. We're going to have a decent amount of nickel as well. So let's start looking at that. So let's get all of the nickel. We're going to pull all of that out, and we'll store it here as well. I started putting all of my alloys out, just like that. So keep that in mind. We'll do one of these and one of these. This is going to be for our iron, of course. Boom. Okay, good. Good, good, good. So iron, let's get all of our iron out of this system. There's a decent amount of it, and we need to take it all. So let's take it all out of here. Now the biggest problem with this is our inventory is going to be full. We're going to have to throw all this down on the ground, pull out the rest. Okay, good. This is one of the advantages to do when you don't have the magnet, I guess, right? And we walk over, pick it all up. Boom, all of our iron in one place. Nailed it. Nailed it. All right. So this will be always active, and it should find the home for the iron. Good. Good, good, good. The one concern that we do have on this system, and it might go away as we progress along with the build, is that secondary output. That is a major concern at the moment. If it is still a concern, I will have to add a furnace on this side for secondary output to come out here, or a furnace on top or something like that. We'll have to do some sort of adjustment accordingly, all right, to make sure that nothing is really a problem, okay? We need more wood, period. Our wood supplies, on the other hand, are a little lacking. That's okay, though. We'll just do this. Done. Nailed it. All right, so we'll get one of those. Good. I'm going to put some of these away. We'll save that on us. And this guy here is going to be for our, you guessed it, copper. Right? We're producing the copper right here. Copper's going in right there. We're also going to produce some gold and such as well. So I'm going to make 2 more of these. And that's going to be for our gold and our tin, right? I know. Well, this is so super complicated, but it's something that we've truly been lacking for a long period of time. in our system and in our setup here in the base. Okay, so that's going to be gold and copper. We're going to take all of that copper out. We're going to head over to here, and we're going to pull all of the copper out here first. That way, it's all stored in the drawer. Good. So we have all of our resources being stored adequately. All of our stuff is increasing quite dramatically, so we will need to get some drawer upgrades as we progress along here and install them accordingly. Iron's going to be a big one. We're going to produce a lot of iron, so we might as well be prepared for that. I also need to get more of the speed augments. We're going to need at least 4 off the top of my head. So we'll get those made up and installed for the iron processing. And hopefully I can add something like gold to these as we progress along, right? Hopefully I can throw gold on this line as well, and we'll just keep caught up the whole time. Speaking of gold, and let's pull it out. Gold. Done. We're going to keep, you know, I should have probably gone with compacting drawers now that I think about it. You know what? I should have thought about it earlier. I kind of want to go with compacting drawers. I really do. So all of our gold will go there, all of our tin there. That's basically what we've set up so far. You know what? How much is a compacting drawer? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do it. We're going to have to do compacting drawers, I think. So much easier, so much better for the resources overall. Let's get piston. And we might have to just do this upright with the drawers in the system here. So we'll do that. Get me one of those. Okay, so that with that. Good. Compacting drawer. So we'll make that recipe. We'll pull the one out, and then we can make more, obviously. And I'm going to switch. Oh, I did that again, didn't I? Comp. Keep doing that. Okay. Compacting drawer. Good. So I think I'm going to switch these out to compacting drawers instead and just disable the output line here. So we'll just do this. We will go disabled extract. There we go. We just switch it to extract quickly. There's no inputs on that line, so we're good. And then I can switch these out quickly over to compacting drawers as necessary. So I'm going to get a few of those, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, so I've set up a decent amount of the compacting drawers. Glowstone, lead, silver. I just kind of prepped all of these and pulled them all out of our system prematurely and got everything set up just kind of properly, right? We don't need additional upgrades at this point in time because, well, these can actually hold a lot more, a compacting drawer, because they compact down. And this is the main primary part instead of, say, the redstone or the iron. So obviously you can get 9 times more in all of these compacting drawers, 4 times more in that case, than you can with a standard setup, right? I did miss dark iron, but that's been added. And as you can see, we're already up a decent amount, 139 and 158 pulverized coal. That is pretty substantial. We will need an upgrade on that system. That one will definitely back up. So we are slowly making some progress. I would like it to be faster. If I look over here and over here, our redstone's coming down pretty quick, which is great. That is fantastic that the redstone's coming down nicely. I actually want to look at lapis lazuli. I think that we want to throw this through that same pulverizer, if I remember correctly. But that will give us a byproduct of sulfur, which isn't a bad idea to add sulfur to this system as well. So we can add sulfur as a byproduct here as well. And I'm actually thinking that I should move this bronze, put the sulfur there, because we're going to get a decent amount. And then we'll add lapis. That was a big old spike. Every once in a while. It seems like, I don't know if another world or another server is saving or something, but it seems like every once in a while there's a big old spike of, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right, we'll do that there. We'll put the bronze over here instead, and then we'll relock that up. So now we have the sulfur on the one that's being upgraded. That's kind of my process or thought process there. So we'll put this guy down the same line as the redstone, as we are winding that one down what seems to be pretty quickly. There's a lot of coal. There's a lot of coal. For the most part, there's a ton of coal in the system. So that's a big concern. We need to get working on that. And equally, I need to make another one for lapis then. So all this little storage stuff, it's taking its sweet time. It's not quick by any means, but in the long run, it is going to save us a lot of time having these items more or less correctly set up to the current capabilities that we can, so that we're prepared as we grow and expand accordingly, right? Let's just do that guy right there. Yeah, we'll do lapis right there. Why not? This guy can be disabled. Yay! So there we go. We got lapis all set up, ready to go as well. So yeah, lots of good little things. Tons of good little things. We'll start winding down all this redstone, all this lapis. Next step as well is we need to pull these two over here. Yes, and we can do that right now. We're going to take the furnace, we're going to take the pulverizer, and we're going to move them over here and set them up in this empty space right in the middle. So, boom and boom. Very good. This guy will obviously be disabled, and we obviously need to adjust all of these settings. So we'll do in and out like that. This guy here is going to be whitelisted as well. We will leave the back separate. And this one is an interesting one. I want this guy to basically be for... Well, you know what? No, we'll do the other resources that we have available to us first. Okay? We'll do up the other ones. So this will be the silver... Okay, that's fine. The lead. What else are we missing? Tin and copper we have. I guess it's just gold, right? And whether or not we can fit it in on the system. So this guy here, we are going to set up to do those two resources. Again, I'd rather have just more of all of these systems than not enough. We probably don't need all of that in there, but eventually I want to get to that point anyways. So that'll be blue. We disable that, and output to the right. So that should be good to go. Priority 1. And boom, there we go. We got some lead coming through. You name it. I think I'm going to set this guy up for gold. So then we'll basically have 2 ores per system here. Obviously this nickel and this gold down here are currently problems, like I've mentioned a few times. But we've pretty much got all of the ore in one way or another going through an auto-processing system, at least for the important ones, except for yellorite. And for that, we need a whole nother set of pulverizer. And we need another furnace as well, because I want to set this little system up right over by the reactor and get that done as well. Furnace, redstone, go. Sweet. I feel like I'm getting organized. I feel like this episode in general has really progressed us forward down the path to, you know, proper setting up of things. So I'm really happy about this. Very, very happy about this. So we are literally going to go like this. Boom and boom. Good. That'll be input and output to the bottom. This will be input on the top, output to the right. And we don't need anything too special or too crazy here. We're just going to go with the standard piping. We'll just disable that. We'll just go with the standard old piping. just like that. It's not going to be too crazy. We don't need this to be super upgraded or anything like that. We will need more item conduits, though. And I think we're out of conduits, period. So let's see what we can do on that front. Item conduits. Yeah, we're out of conduit binder overall. So that's a bit of a roadblock. Conduit binder. You, right there. Binder composite. Give me a few of these. Ooh, we can make a whole bunch. I love it. I love it when I can make just a ton of these. And I forgot to set this to extract always active. Good. Now it should be pulling accordingly. Beautiful. So most of what I've seen is we need 3 in the pulverizer and 2 in the furnace to really get this thing backlogged a little bit. So I think it's a good idea to get these ones up to the signalum kit while we're at it. But all in due time, it's going to take a little bit for us to get all of this stuff accordingly, put it together, you know, etc. I also need to get the induction smelter over there, and we're going to need an entire another process of pulverizer and furnace times like 400. I'm doing all the machines at this point. I'm getting a little fed up with not having the stuff that I need when I need it. So we're getting organized. We're trying our best to get some organization going here. That is the main goal. So we'll go across here to there. Why does that connect? I do not know. And we'll just go up and over to that. It's a little messy. I will not disagree with you guys. I know that's going to be one of the things. Kryllyk wire, right? It's a little messy, but I'm very happy with what we have. Very, very happy with what we have so far in this process, okay? Very happy with the product we have and the stuff that we're using. And at least we're starting to automate it some more, right? That can be disabled for now. This guy actually is going to go over to this line here. And I don't want that to connect. We could just disable it, can't we? We do have the wrench. So if we go like this, boom, disable. There we go. Okay, excellent. Then we'll just run this over top and connect it in, because that's going to be our yellorite going in here. So that's an insert, boom, of yellorite ore, and that's going to be automated as well. So yellorite's going to go over here and get this process started. That'll go in like that, and that'll go into there. It'll get cooked up, and it should automatically, I think it'll just go into this hopper actually. So we don't even have to change that up, I don't think. Yeah, it's cooking, and yeah, it goes right into the hopper. There we go. Perfect. Done. Problem solved. Anyways, I think that's about it. Are we at wrapping up point? Probably. Or close enough anyways, I think. So we're going to wrap it up. And you know what? I think one thing that we probably need to look at getting is a magnet of some sort next episode. I might get that actually additions one. I kind of am enjoying that one a little bit. There we go. Yellorite is heading on in. And we are sitting pretty. We are sitting very nice, as now I should no longer have to babysit this nearly as much. All of this should eventually get processed up and deposited accordingly. So far so good. It's looking nice. I think the next step for me is I do need to get a couple more of the next tier kits. That is definitely on my priority list going forward. What? Did I honestly grab the charged one? Can I not read? Apparently not. Don't answer that. Next step is to, yeah, get some of the other stuff automated. Things like glass. Glass and sand and all that type of stuff. Getting those types of things automated. moving forward is going to be a huge boon to our system. Wood, right? Getting our wood automated and stored accordingly is also going to be another huge boon to our system. Getting enough Certus quartz dust so that we don't run into a problem of, oops, I need 2 blank patterns and we didn't have enough, or 1 blank pattern and we still don't have enough, right? So just those little details that are going to make our lives just that little bit more easy. So thank you all so much for watching this episode. I truly appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. And yeah, we'll see you next time, I hope. Come on back. We got a lot to do, and we're just getting to the good bits, in my opinion. So a lot of good things. And bye-bye for now. See ya.